Good morning, Wayne Daly, Clark County Fire Department. This morning, crews responded to a approximately 5-acre fire here at the Wetlands Park. Fortunately, winds were blowing away into the desert area and away from homes. Currently, we had 6 structure engines respond from Clark County and Henderson Fire. They were providing structure protection at the visitor center and at the water treatment plant. Currently, the fire looks like it's dying down some. Our federal partners, BLM, U.S. Forest Service, and NDF have started responding, and they will be working on the containment of the wildland fire.
Any evacuations right now?
Evacuated the park, and that's all we've had to evacuate at this point.
A lot of animals call this habitat home. How does the county predict this will affect those habitats for the animals that live here?
You know, I probably have to defer that to our Parks Department that deal with the wildland or the wildland and the animals in that area. But generally, wildland fire is a natural occurrence, and most of the animals out here are adapted to deal with that.
Do you know if the Parks Department is doing anything in response?
At this point, I don't. I'm sorry.
No, thank you.
How big of a factor is the wind happening today with you all fighting this fire?
Wind can create a lot of issues. Today, it's actually in our favor because it's burning away from our houses.
Now, I know you have the structures nearby, all the homes in this area. Are you going to stay out here as the winds continue to progress through the day?
We'll be out here as long as we need to be.
How much of the fire is contained right now? Do we know that?
I don't have an estimate on that at this point. It was 0 about half an hour ago.
And about what time was the call? I'm sorry. When you got the call about this fire?
Apologize. I'd have to look that up for you. It
Sometime
was
this morning, I'm assuming?
it was this morning around I believe around 9:30.
Okay.
How often fires happen around here? It happens very often. You don't catch a fire 3 times a year or so.
It seems to be about that. About 3 times a year, we seem to have a fire down here at the wetlands.
How can people prevent
I don't know if you mentioned this.
Fire prevention methods that give to the community?
Oh, just obviously to be fire safe, make sure you're out here paying attention and not smoking or doing anything where you might have a fire. No open flames. The parks do some fuel reduction, so that obviously can help as well.
What causes this area to be more prone to fire?
It's a wildland area, and wildfire is a natural occurrence in these areas.
Was the visitor center ever at threat of being burned today?
At one point, the fire did turn a little bit to the south, and that's why we had structure protection down there at the visitor center.
Is the visitor center closed the rest of the day?
I would imagine it would be closed the rest of the day, yeah.
You may have said this earlier. What's approximate acreage of the fire?
Approximately 5.
5 acres.
Anything else?
Anything else you want to add?
Chief, could you please add this to the rest of the public?
Of course. Yep. Of course. As you can imagine, crews are still working the scene. They'll be working the scene probably for quite some time, so we're going to ask the public to please stay away and let the crews work, and we'll let everybody know when it's safe to use the park again.